Nimbus, the space gate to Dark World is charged up and now open. Welcome back, Twitch, YouTube, X. It's your boy KDZ bringing you guys another market watch. And again, guys, the reason why we do these videos is because I have a huge passion for trading card games. I love talking about trading card games. I want to continue to build a community that has the same love and passion for admiring all those gorgeous little windows as I do. And with that, let's get into it. Last time we was out here, we talked about Battles of Legend Chapter 1. It's coming up. I think it's like 2 weeks drop from this previous Friday. It's going to be dropping. So we should be expecting to see some spoilers this coming Tuesday coming up. We didn't get a YCS this week. The meta is still like up in the air as a, in terms of like what's supposed to be popping off with Phantom Nightmare. Today is day 3 of Phantom Nightmare. Let's go back, look at the prices. We didn't check it out yesterday. Snake Eyes Popular. Not popular, Snake Eyes Poplar. Here you go, babe. Whoa, okay, low the prayers of the voiceless voice. 5 listings from 275, market price 175. That's kind of insane. That it had like $100 increase. Snake Eyes Poplar, 34 listings from 180, market price 225.26. So that's falling. Promethean Princess Bestower of Flames, 29 listings from 380, market price 409.97. That's falling. Low, appreciated. Low, the prayers of the voiceless voice. This was a $65 card. 21 listings from $80, market price 81.05. It increased $15 in the past 2 days, which is extremely surprising because I don't believe voiceless is supposed to be like a mainstay in the meta. I guess this is just FOMO. People fear of missing out that low prayers of the voiceless voice is going to go even further beyond, when in actuality, it's a card that's destined for a reprint. The only thing that makes sense to buy is the QCSR. Estimated base price for a QCSR, and it said 320. We're looking at $320. So it looks like low prayers of the voiceless voice are trying to hit that estimated base price, jumping from 175 to 275 with 5 listings on the market. But I'd definitely give it some time. Give it about a week. I don't think low, either version of low, is going to be as expensive as it is now. I definitely see popular going up even crazier in value as opposed to low holding this $275 price point with 5 listings on the market. Capitalism is going to take over. More listings are going to pop up. People are going to be trying to create capital. It's going to drive the price down through competition. The last time we were here, nobody had bought a copy of the Black Goat Laughs. It was like a 75 lowest listing. Now there's been some copies that sold, 36 listings from 67.01, market price 68.83. So that's interesting. EMP Meow Mine QCSR, 41 listings from 43.98, market price 62.15. So this then fell $20 in 2 days. Snake Eyes Poplar was a $60 ultra rare, 106 listings from 49.99, market price 51.93. It's already been dropped $10 in 2 days. Let's see what else we have here. Promethean Princess Bestower of Flames is still $40 ultra. Magic Spectre Orthros new, 35 listings from 32.51, market price 42.28 is $10 underneath its market price already. Where is that one weird card? It had the weird name. Awakening of Vito. No, Vitos, the Eruption Dragon of Extinction. 40 listings from 96.98, market price 108.73. So it's definitely dropping in value. I'm not surprised that it's not a $100 QCSR, or you bailed a Loving Defender Forever. It's not a $100 QCSR. It's just the way it is for different sets and whatnot. But yeah, again, we live in one of the universes where Bestower of Flames ultra rare is more expensive than almost half of the QCSRs in the set. When you see 4 ultra rares per box, so you see 16 ultra rares for every 1 QCSR, yet there's an ultra rare that's more expensive than half of the QCSRs. Make that make sense. Vitos, the Eruption Dragon Extinction, 32 listings from 15.98, market price 17.49. It looks like the price is trending downward in value, but I could have sworn it was cheaper than this on Friday. I thought it was like a $12 card on Friday. Now it looks like it's dropping down from $20. This Goblin Biker Grand Entrance has got to be a search card. It's a secret rare. It's 34 listings from $8. Market price 838. It's got to be a search card. Priestess of the Ashen City. Did I miss her QCSR? Let's go. Let's go ultra rares. A Snake Eyes Poplar, Promethean Princess, Saphir is a $10 ultra rare. Okay. You Build a Loving Defender Forever is a $8 ultra. Okay. A Priestess of the Ashen City. I don't remember seeing the QCSR for this. Calling out the Eternal Machine, 30-cent ultra. I'll definitely be looking out for the QCSR for that. If I'm not mistaken, it's like $20. But the Priestess of the Ashen City, I wanted to see where that was holding. And the Skull Guardian, Protector of the Voiceless Voice. That's the one that was like fourth tops, QCSR price. But where's Priestess of the Ashen City going for QCSR? It's a priestess, it's a waifu, it's max rarity. Where's it sitting? Priestess, right here. Priestess of the Ashen City. It's in the top 10. 34 listings from 70.98, market price 81.47. Of course, with every influx of QCSRs, there's going to be more and more obscure ones that are just going to fall out and be forgotten about because they're not going to be highlighted on market watches. They're not going to be highlighted in the metagame, and people will just forget about them because there's over 10,000 unique cards in the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, and they'll fall through the cracks unless you're, someone like me who's constantly going over the market every single day. And just like in hours, things can move, let alone, like days or weeks if you don't come back and look at the market. Yeah, Carnot, $22 down here. The cheapest QCSR is Psychic Processor, which is not bad, not bad. But that's what day 3 of Phantom Nightmare. Let's jump into Maze Millennia. Yeah, we're gonna take a gander at quite a few of these newer sets. Bonfire Ultra then shot back up to $110. It fell back down to 90. Now it's back up 40 listings from 109. Market price 111.34. That's a bit rough. I mean, the ultra rare for Bonfire is almost more expensive than the QCSR for Transaction Rollback. Yeah, that's what I was hearing, that like Fire and Labyrinth were supposed to be like tops. What nobody talking about Ashen? What nobody talking about Voiceless? A Bonfire could not hold the estimated base price though for a collector's rare in the set, which is at $270. Bonfire is $100 cheaper than the estimated base price. Yet the sealed is still holding strong, $10 above the market price. That just goes to show that the ultra rare is not value, but the collector's rare is definitely value. However, spending $600 on a playset of Bonfires is rough. I mean, spending $300 on a playset of ultra rare Bonfires that are destined to end up being like $5 cards once they get prismatic secret rares is even rougher. I mean, you take that into account. You spend $300 on Bonfire Ultra, it drops down to a $5 card. Your $300 investment turns into a a $15 investment, as opposed to you buying $600 worth of Bonfire, and then it falling down to 150, 100. Then your $600 investment is only a $300 investment. You're still keeping. You're not even keeping half. I mean, 150 would be half of the ultra rare. You're not keeping that. At least you're keeping half of the Bonfire, value. And there's potential always in the future for it to go up. However, considering that it's only collector's rare, it's not QCSR, it's not Starlight Rare, there's potential for it to be reprinted again, which is unfortunate, which can drive the price of the collector's rare down even further beyond. But I mean, it's at the point where You have to buy it, play with it for a little bit. Then once those reprints get announced, to release it back into the wild as soon as possible. Because I mean, there's just Drake, no telling when a card that don't got a QCSR or a Starlight could get a QCSR or a Starlight, which would, supersede anything that came before it as max rarity. So you always have to be wary of that. But things that have received like Starlight Rares, QCSRs, um, I wouldn't mind, holding on to those, especially the really, really cheap ones, like the stuff that we got in Legendary Collection 25th anniversary and the 25th anniversary Legendary Collection that's coming up, Rarity Collection. The cheap ones in there are just mind-boggling value, considering that they're quote unquote max rarity, but they're like sub $10. And at any point, support gets announced for an archetype, random meta tech, mean it could spike in value and just never come back down because it's locked behind those sets. They're not going to reprint a QCSR of something. They're not going to reprint a card that's been reprinted in QCSR rarity and QCSR rarity again. It's not going to happen. So that's why I just like had a huge eye out and had a huge focus on QCSRs and the 25th anniversary rarity collection, things of that nature, because there's nothing like it. This is an unprecedented time in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's unprecedented. Because it's unprecedented, people don't fully understand, they don't fully comprehend, they don't fully grasp how to value these things. And everybody's placing bets right now. Weirdly enough, if I'm looking at this correctly, a lot of these cards in here then fell back out. What? Uh like Dimension Shifters, 55 listings from 22.98, market price 27.09. Lightning Storm, 30 listings from 21.99, market price 24.09. Nadir Servant was damn near a $27 card, 49 listings from $18, market price 22.99. Change of Heart was a $30 card, 61 listings from 18.50, market price 21.14. What happened? Artifact Lancia was a solid $20 card, 68 listings for 13.79, market price 19.52. Is that just capitalism, capitalism at its finest, competition ramping up and listings hitting the market and people trying to create value, trying to create capital under listing other sellers? Falling to Albaz, 50 listings from 1898, market price 1814. I mean, like I said, or a lore video pops up, like how we just got an announcement of like the new Yu-Gi-Oh animations. A lore video pops up on the card, and then people become even more smitten with something, or people become introduced with something, and they want to immortalize something that's been animated, so they go after the card. And of course, who wouldn't want the card with the most luster? I mean, come on now, QCSR for the win. But it's really, I mean, these are actually excellent value in themselves, the $20 ones, because I mean, just their diversity, their use throughout the metagame, and like the fandom that are behind a lot of them. But then, like, you come back here, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, you got Galaxy Oz 4 Armor Photon Dragon. Say they do a retrain of Galaxy Oz 4 Armor Photon Dragon where you need this one to go into the new one. The fandom behind Galaxy Eyes. All of a sudden, you need this card. What do people want to do? They make a busted spellcaster fusion monster where you need magicalized fusion now. What are people going to do? It's $3. It's 67 listings. It's over 100,000 Yu-Gi-Oh players. There's not enough listings to go around. It's going to poof and disappear. Wow, Spellbook of Judgment. This is a prime example, actually. Spellbook of Judgment was $3. It got off the ban list. It jumped up to 30. We come back 3 months after the ban list. 90 listings from 295, market price 295. It fell from 30 back down to 3. But that's the potential that a lot of these cards have. And of course, guys, this is not a financial advising channel. None of this financial advice. I'm just telling you guys how I look at these TCG markets, and just a ridiculous number of these QCSRs are primed. And I'm gonna keep beating that drum because I mean, I just, like I said, because it's unprecedented, I feel like this is where the focus should be. Somehow, Ghost Ship Angel of Mischief, 18 listings from 498, market price 586. Of course, I mean, I do say Exceed monsters benefit the most from this rarity. They have the most luster. They have the best contrast when paired with this rarity. But really, is anybody really playing Ghost Tricks? No. It would be nice to see Alucard though, and QCS already. I wouldn't mind that, even though it does have S tier Ultimate Rare Technology card. I wouldn't mind that. Cherry Bean A back down to 7. It was a $3 card solidly, jumped up to 15. Now it's half of that. And this actually wouldn't be a bad time to pivot as well to like some Starlight rares that have QCSR reprints and that have fallen in value. This is not any of those, but we're probably going to take a look at a couple of sets that got some Starlights in them. A Maze of Memories, 33 listings from $60, so about $180, $200 for a QC collector's rare coming out of this set. Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon, 30 listings from 62.70, market price 69.59. I mean, this is definitely one of the sets that's going to be up for, Mega 10 reprint. Secret rares incoming, more than likely. Prismatics for cards like Wake Up Your Elemental Hero and Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon, Blackluster Soldier, Legendary Swordsman. That would be immaculate to get that in Prismatic Secret Rare. I would really enjoy that. I don't want to pay $8 for an ultra rare for this card. I just don't. I mean, if you're going to pay $8 for the ultra rare, you might as well just pay $13 more and get the collector's rare. Like, it's not even. There's not even a discussion there. Especially when the estimated base price for a collector's rare in this set is $180 to $200, you can almost get 10 for the price of one. And then a huge miss by money on this one. Make a Photon Orbital collector's rare, not one of the many different dragons in the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon lore. I mean, come on now, Konami. Here you go, baby. Magna Crusader Avermax collector's rare, $10. Rightfully so, though. I got the QCSR. A Firewall Dragon, Dark Fluid, Neo Temple. hold on. Firewall Dragon, Dark Fluid, Neo Tempest, Terahertz. There we go. The ultra rare is about $5, and the collector's rare is about 40 listings from 1589, market price 1930. All right, channel my inner V. Let's look at some of these legendary duel sets. Let's go Soul Burning Volcano. Nani? When the hell? When the hell does Salomon Great Raging Phoenix become a $50 ultra rare? Huh? Legendary Duel Soul Burning Volcano booster boxes, they're only at $40 right now. So Salmon Great Raging Phoenix has driven the price up of the booster boxes by $10. Shout out to Raging Phoenix. What is going on? I mean, there's probably a good chance that you'll pull Raging Phoenix in any one single ultra booster box too. So I mean, you're making your money back plus some. Outside of that, though, like everything falls off. I mean, Solomon Gray sound like Wolf the Ghost Rare is $70, but after that, Raging Phoenix, everything just falls off a cliff. Like it goes straight down in terms of value. So if you don't, it's Raging Phoenix or bust essentially. But the ratios are not that bad, I don't believe, for ultra rares in these sets. And then before this one, when we had Duels from the Deep, my trackpad is extremely sensitive. Like I didn't randomly click multiple things. Trending searches: Sword and Yu-Gi-Oh, Card Destruction, Honest, Sunlight Wolf, Yu-Gi-Oh, Phantom Knights, Duels from the Deep. $22 for a booster box. A Bitch Shark will run you 10, Fishstone R run you 9, Marincis Dive will run you 7. Hmm. I mean, if you want to open up packs for fun, get that nostalgic feeling of opening up packs that don't have a foil on every pack. This is definitely the box to grab. I mean, $22. That's dirt cheap. I mean, we just looked at multiple different cards themselves individually that go for $20 when you can get, I mean, what is it, 36 packs in a box? 36 packs of 5 random cards. So do the math. 180 cards. You can get 180 cards, or you could buy one card. You can buy 180 cards for $20, or you could buy one card for $20. That's crazy. In all honesty, like until I bought like a couple of these, it'll make me hard to buy any $20 cards because it's like, look at the value here. Synchro Storm, was that the one before this? $20, Synchro Storm. Again, both of these sets have ghost rares in them. I mean, if the ghost rare is one per case, and the case now is going you like $200, the estimated base price for a ghost rare will be $200 for both of these sets, and they're both around like 20, but 10% of that price. Market price got them at 10% of the estimated base price of what they should be going for. In a perfect world for Konami, where there is no secondary market and everybody has to buy packs or trade to get what they want. So Burning Volcano definitely the biggest winner in this regard. But they didn't wind, water, fire. What we got? The only thing that's left next is Earth. It is what? Legendary Duelist Earthquake 2024, 2025. We still need that Legendary Duelist Season 4, and we need that Hidden Arsenal Chapter 2, though. Konami, like I said, because there's so many cards from the anime alone that they have not printed, they could easily throw like original cards from the anime into like some of these newer sets. Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1 booster box is holding solidly at 40. I mean, is the market finally correcting itself on this set? Like after it's $42, $43. This is a solid $30 set. I still never picked mine up, unfortunately. I never picked up my Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1 sealed for the $30. But they're still only 45, which is like $80 under MSRP. Like $44 for 8 of these. You do the math. What is that? $5 per box. Again, buy one $40 card or buy a specialty set sealed for $40. Medallion of the Ice Barrier. Wow, common. Dual terminal common technology. It is a cool card because it like adds one Ice Barrier monster from your deck to your hand and it's not once per turn. So it's a really cool card in that regard. But wow, it's really elite in the set at 21 listings from $6. And I think it is like the only extra rarity version of this card. Was there a speed duel version of it? Medallion of the Ice Barrier. Because it came out like in a core set as like a common or something. Common, common, common. No, it doesn't have a okay. Yeah, it came out of Star Strike Blast as a common, but it doesn't have a speed duel printing. Oh yeah, speed duel doesn't have synchros yet. So I know Ice Bear is definitely going to be one of the first synchro themes that speed duel comes out with. So I'm wholeheartedly, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they gave this a secret rare in speed duel. Like what would they do? Speed duel, duelist cup, 5Ds, the duelist cup box. You have a deck for Greiger. Well, it'll be kind of hard to throw Ice Barrier in there because you have Yusei, Jack, Greiger, uh, Luna, Akiza. You got the Professor. You got Sir Ransborg. Oh, and you have Hunter Pace. That would be so freaking dope if they put Hunter Pace in there. Still to this day, I love to shout out. Um, I probably should own this card. Burning Skullhead. Freaking love this card. Only has one printing. Comes out of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Willy Breakers promotional cards. Lightly played unlimiteds run you about $11. Near mint on limbs is only $14-15, and I say that only $14-15 because this is just an obscure ass card from an obscure ass set in ultra rare rarity, and it has all three of the cards that he used. I mean, definitely these could use a reprint. Speed Duel would probably be the perfect place to reprint them. I don't know how much of a Speed Duel would drive down the price of these though, honestly, because like they're so obscure. Having these in near mint, if anything, it'll probably bring like more, attention to them and probably drive the price of them up for the near mint copies. I wonder what the pop of these would be like PSA 10. But of course, guys, we can't be out here all day. Hopefully, I provided some value with this live stream. Marco Watch, like Kakarot, send me your energy so we could get that space gate charged up for part two. And with that, we're gonna be getting up out of here. Nimbus, are we in there? Are we in there? Yeah, we in there.